What's up, world? I'm Ace, like the card. So I wasn't gonna do this, but then I'm like, you know what? It needs to be done. And why not me? I'm fearless, right? All right. So I'm at a meeting last night, and uh, a girl makes the comment of, I want to hurry up and do my fifth step so that I can get on with the rest of it, so that I can get that spiritual experience, right? And I immediately commented right after, and I said, I don't know if you're aware, right? And a lot of people aren't in AA, NA, GA, all the anonymouses, right? Where it was created, right? Bill W. I don't know if they were aware, but Bill W. had his spiritual experience before he created the 12 steps. So the maker of the 12 steps didn't even have a spiritual experience because of the 12 steps. He quit drinking after his experience. That's about it. He still chain smoked. He still was a womanizer. And he is the reason, believe it or not, facts, you can check anything I'm talking about. The reason why we came of the 13th step, right? Because he had an affair with someone new into the program who also happened to be the record keeper and his secretary, pretty much until the day he died. And that's right. As he was supposedly doing amends, he's human like the rest of us, and had an affair, an adulterous affair with this chick. So, point being is, Bill didn't stay sober. He took acid after, and was a big promoter of LSD, right? Everybody wants to treat him like a prophet or something like that. A lot more people than just Bill W. and Dr. Bob were involved in making the big book, okay? And maybe at the point in which the big book was published and put out to the masses, if you will, basically, it said 100 of us, right? Well, guess what? A lot of those people didn't stay sober either, right? And why I'm telling you this is because after the meeting, a guy that had been sober 20 years through AA comes up to me and says, "Where do you get this crazy stuff that you talk about? Because everything you say is like crazy, like off the wall." It's not. I just use my brain, right? That thing that you says you can't use because every time you use your brain, bad things happen. Well, guess what? Bad things happen because you do bad things. You make the choice to do bad things, right? Good things are attributed all to God, and bad things are always contributed to the self, as he likes to call it. It's really the ego is what they really should be calling it, right? Because even Bill said it's about deflation of the ego. The 12 steps are about removing the ego, deflating the ego, right? It's not about talking down to yourself. It's not saying you're stupid. It's not saying that every time you use your brain, bad shit happens. Guess what? You're always using your fucking brain. Like, why are you gonna shame yourself because of the bad things that you do? It's your fault, but all the good things that happen and you do, it's this imaginary God of the Bible, right? Wake the fuck up, bro. I mean, you're 20 years sober, right? And you don't have enough self-respect, probably because they shame you and put you down through AA and you're indoctrinated through it. But don't have enough self-respect to check the shit that kept you sober, right? kept you sober, right? You didn't do it. You didn't do it. It was the power of God, right? Guess what? You're making a choice to not drink. You are. Anybody that hasn't drank or gotten high today, good job. Well done. You did it. You did that. A choice that you made. You may not think you made a choice by making the choice of not doing it. Guess what? You made the choice to stay sober. So, motivation, God, all an illusion. Control is an illusion. Choice is what is real. You made the choice to stay sober today. You did. Don't let any group or people, right, tell you that you didn't. That's shame. That's control. I mean, I can't believe somebody sober 20 years through the program didn't know that Bill had his experience before he created the 12 steps. Like, it was almost like 4 or 5 years afterwards. And then he really didn't even create the 12 steps. It was because of the Oxford group, right? The 6 original ones. Deflation of ego, reliance on higher power, moral inventory, confession, restitution, and continued service. So the Oxford group, what they did was it was an active movement to get people from Catholicism to a Lutheran-based, it was actually called the first century Christian fellowship, formed by Frank Buckman. I mean, this is all general knowledge, right? If you look for it. But because people, especially old timers, are indoctrinated into this shaming through fear-based manipulation, is what it comes down to, and gaslighting, you don't have enough self-respect to have gratitude enough to know where the program that helped you get sober came from. It blows my mind. But I'm the crazy one because I use my brain, right? And my logic and reasoning, right? What the mind is for, right? Well, I'm the crazy one because I think about stuff and question it and come to a conclusion, right, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is believing everything I'm told just because a sponsor, a mentor, or somebody that I trust tells me something, right? Because all those people, according to common practice, are sick just like me. I'm not sick. I'm exactly the way I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there. And so are you. You are not an alcoholic or an addict. You are a human being first. So it probably might be a good idea to think of yourself as one instead of less than one. Or continuously reminding yourself that you are the production of a bad behavior that got you the diagnosis of alcoholic or addict, right? Well, what happens when you change that behavior and go in front of those same doctors? Are they still going to diagnose you? Or are they going to say, well, you seem to be living a good life. You seem to be unique, that's all. You're not drinking and drugging. I mean, what do I have to diagnose you on? What bad things have you done that I can change that for? No, nothing? Okay, now you're just unique. Well, that's what they would say most likely, yeah. Point being is, there's this idea that the big book is the end-all be-all. It's not. It's one of many ways that have been created since 1939 that work. And you know how AA got into judicial systems and in 50 plus countries? Just like Facebook did. Started off at an Ivy League school, okay, the Oxford group, right? In a 15-year period, it was in 50 different countries. 15 years, 50 different countries. And what the Oxford group did was they tried to change people. No, they tried to, what's the word? Reorganize them to the fellowship that they were in. God, I can't remember the word right now. Point being is that you can't trust what anybody says. Look at the facts at what they do and what they've done, right? Even Bill, towards the end, and I heard it from footage and what is it called? Records, if you will. His voice saying he did not like the fact that AA had become a hierarchy, is what it amounted to, right? He wanted everybody equal. Everyone equal. Everyone was equal, except for him. Put him on a pedestal. There's nothing wrong with that. But even he recognized that hierarchies are no good. When I'm in a meeting, I don't pray. And I'll tell you why. It's very simple. Reason being is because praying is slapping God in the face. That's right, I said it. You are dumb if you pray. And I'll tell you why. It may make you feel good. Fuck your feelings. The facts are, if I'm asking for something from God, and he has a plan, right? Well, if I'm asking for something, that means he hasn't given it yet. So what I'm saying is, you know what, God? I want something. And the way you doing it right now, I don't like it. I've got a disagreement with it. I think it could be done better. Maybe you should do this. I'm going to suggest you do this, right? Well, why? Because if you don't have it, and it's his plan, just like it was before when you were fucking up, hopefully now when you're not fucking up, and in the future you're not fucking up. Guess what? That was all his plan too, right? If you believe in God's plan, well, you can't pray. It's dumb, right? You're saying that, you know what? You know, I pray for your knowledge. Oh wait, hold up. I'm asking you for the knowledge, but just because I asked for it, maybe I'll get it. But if you thought I should get it, or deemed it me worthy of it, you've given it to me already, right? Because you've got a plan. Just because I ask a question or show gratitude doesn't mean all of a sudden it makes it happen, right? So you're actually slapping God in the face. You know, I could prayers for my mom. She's got, she went into surgery for her foot. Do you think God keeps tallies on how many prayers, and when it reaches a certain amount, that's when he does something? Wow. If that's the way you think, you're in the right place.